Hello and welcome to this DroidScript tutorial where today I'm going to introduce you to images, how to add them to your project and how to turn them into a button. Okay, what I have here is a sample application, just very basic. It says hello, and what we're going to do is we're going to add an image underneath the hello string. Now, to add images to your projects, you have to go into this assets folder here, and you can add them into the images section. You can do that by pressing the upload button here, and you can add them to your project. These are project dependent files, so if you switch to another project, you will have different images in here. Another thing to bear in mind is the file name. It is case sensitive, so you do need to mention the whole file name when putting it into your project. So let's go back to the editor, and we're going to include this image of a beach. And what we're going to do is add it after the hello. There's a couple of ways of doing this. So one way, we can actually just go straight to the docs. And if you go to your reference, and you can go all, it's probably easier, and you can go to add image, and you'll see on here. So you could copy paste this here and just change the values, or if you go to the create image, you'll see the full documentation, and in the documentation you'll see plenty of examples. And if we click on this one, you'll see here how to add an image. So let's just copy this line here, and let's see what it does. Now this is creating the image, but instead of using create image, I would recommend to use add image. The only thing you need to do then, you can then add it directly to the layout. If we want to access the beach, as we see, let's just copy paste this, and we don't need the sys, they are in images. And so if we change this to here, the file we've just created, and I've got the wrong there. There we go. So you need image / and then the name of your file goes in here, and then we have the image. Now if I want to turn this image into a button, there are a couple of things we need to do. So if we go back to our documentation, there is a documentation example for button. Look at that, how easy is that? And there are a couple of things. What it's doing is it's adding an option at the end of the method arguments, and it's called button. So if we just do this, we can put -1 to keep the original, and if we have that as button, and what that will do is just animate a little bit when you tap it. And we need to add an event handler to this for when we touch. So set on touch up, and this is the callback function, button on touch. So if you just copy and paste that, that will save any typos. That you may have created. And we can just actually copy what we have in this example here. And there you go. And if we run this, you now turn the image into, oops, I've called it button and not image. So let's run this again. There we go. Now if we press it, there we go. You see the animation as you tap, as you press the button, and we've showing a pop-up. So there you are. That's how to add an image to your project and how to turn it into a button.